Hey, my name is Andrew. This is Black Dragon Studios, and this is another episode of I Play Raid Shadow Legends. Today's video is going to be a very special video, as we are watching 𝓬 finish up her masteries for this Unkillable Clan Boss team that I'm going to be presenting in today's video. Let's go look at the 𝓘'𝓿𝓮 website, where I will have all of the information regarding today's champions. And we'll look at the statistics, and hopefully by the time we're done that, we'll be able to go right into our first ever run with this team, and hopefully it just goes off without a hitch. I imagine it will, because I built it just the way they said to build it. Okay, so the first champion we're going to be featuring in today's video, let's just put this over here, like this. So people can watch that if they want. We'll go right into Demytha. So Demytha is going to be the unkillable engine in this team. And she's got a pretty cool kit, man. You know, for Clan Boss, she's going to be the fastest champion. So I'm just basically going in order of fastest to slowest here. So she's going to be running at 274 speed. There is no substitution for this. The only speed that I know of that will work for this comp is 274 on Demytha. So basically how it's going to work in this comp is we're going to have unkillable every single turn from Demytha. We're going to be getting turn meter boosts from the other champions, and we're going to be getting our damage from either 𝓬 or Geomancer, depending on the affinity of the clan boss that day. Any DPS champion, DPS means damage per second, any champion can be used for DPS in this comp, as long as they don't get extra turns or turn meter boosts when they take their turn from their own skills. Otherwise, you'll have to go ahead and use the Deadwood Jedi's Clan Boss calculator to speed tune that team. I just kept it simple. You know, Geomancer does a lot of damage in Clan Boss against Force Affinity, Void Affinity, and Spirit Affinity. And 𝓬 will do a heavy amount of damage against she would do a heavy amount of damage against Blue Affinity, I would think. I'm hoping so anyways. I'm hoping so. I don't know if she will or not, but we'll see. We'll see. It might be it's because it's weak affinity. It might be a bad idea, but we're going to be again going at a 3-to-1 ratio against the clan boss with this build. So even if she does get 1 or 2 weak hits, it's not really going to make that much of a difference in the overall damage output. But Geomancer is going to be the main thing. I just can't use him today because the Ultra Nightmare Affinity clan boss is blue today. And that's not going to work. Not going to work in this comp, but I'll tell you why in a moment. So Demytha is Void Affinity, which is great. Another good thing about her. And then I just pump speed at the correct amount of speed, and then I pump everything else into attack, crit rate, and crit damage. So I've got her crit rate at 92. I've got her crit damage at 130. And that's pretty much it, you know. I used 𝓘'𝓿𝓮 gear optimizer to find the build for that. And if you want to just take a look at the gear here, I'll just let it sit for a moment and you can do that. Just take a quick glance at it. So I'm not reading off a bunch of stats to you, just overloading your sensory's perceptions. And then I had a little bit of take a look at the books. I got 7 books on her A1, so she doesn't need to be fully booked out on her A1, but her A2 and her A3 do need to be fully booked out. And then these are her masteries that I've chosen. All she needs is damage masteries for this. All these champions need is damage masteries for this clan boss comp. We don't want any turn meter boosts or anything like that. Extra abilities like proccing, like say there's a mastery in the blue tree. I can't remember what it's called, but it gives you a 5% chance of using your skill, of unlocking your skill again when it's on cooldown at the start of every turn, and I don't recommend having that on anybody except your damage dealer. So that's Demytha. What she does, okay, so exactly what she does. Attacks one enemy 2 times, places a shield. That's not important. And it even shows the multiplier here. And then her A2 increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. Okay, so that's relevant. That's the only thing that's relevant in this comp. And then her A3 is the block damage on all allies for 1 turn. And a 15% continuous heal on all allies for 2 turns. Well, we're going to last full 50 turns in this clan boss run, and we are going to not take any damage whatsoever. So none of this is going to matter. None of the healing is going to matter. Okay, let's take a peek here at the next champion in line. So we looked at Demytha. Now we'll take a peek at I would think Deacon Armstrong. Is it Deacon? Yeah, it's Deacon Armstrong. No, it's Avenger. Heiress. Sorry, I always get the 2 mixed up. It's Heiress. So she's going to be running at 238 speed. I got her crit rate and her crit damage and her attack up as high as possible. So on the 𝓘'𝓮𝓮 optimizer, I just spec'd her. When I was optimizing the build, I spec'd it for damage instead of survivability. But you have to get that speed to make this build. So what she does is Bullseye, attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn if the target is killed. Exhortation removes 1 random debuff from all allies, which is great because if Deacon ends up taking the stun, then she can just cleanse that off before he takes his turn because she goes before him, so it's really nice in that way. And has a 60% chance of, well, it's actually 100 when booked, of placing an increased speed of 30% on all allies for 2 turns. And then her passive counterattacks the attacker when an ally is attacked. So it's very good in Clan Boss. Her masteries. For these champions, I only took them up to 550 red scrolls so that I could unlock War Master. And that's really all we need is War Master. All the other masteries are relatively insignificant. Save but for maybe Heart of Glory, damage increases by 5% when attacking with full HP. And then the ones on the left side, like Single Out, increases damage inflicted to targets with less than 40% HP. Bring It Down, increases damage by 6% when attacking the clan boss. And Methodical increases their A1 damage by 10% across the whole course of the round. So that's Heiress, and she's going to be really helping out the team here in this comp a lot, actually. And then we have Deacon Armstrong, who's going to be the 3rd speed booster. the second speed booster. I have him running at 185 speed, 100 crit rate, and 237 crit damage, and 3k attack. And there's his gear here if you wanted to take a look at how I arrived at those numbers. And then there might be some Faction Guardian stuff in there as well. Yeah, 6 speed in the Faction Guardian, so I have done some Faction Guardian stuff. His skill is Mace of Contempt is his A1. Oh yeah, by the way, Heiress, I just fully booked her out because she's a rare. It's so easy to book her out, just do it. He does not need all his books. The only books that he really needs is on his A3, his time compression. Fills the turn meters of all allies by 50% and grants an extra turn. So it's really good on a 3-turn cooldown, and it's going to be getting used a lot. And then his A2 is attacks all enemies. Does not need to be booked out. Really doesn't need accuracy if you're using 𝓬, because she'll put a decreased defense on the clan boss on her own. So it's just a matter of getting the damage up as high as possible on Deacon Armstrong. And then his A1 is attacks one enemy 2 times, and that's it. These are his masteries. Same thing, all getting the same masteries, just damage masteries, and then anything that can add a little bit more accuracy. And I just threw Evil Eye on him just because I just wanted him to have an evil eye. What can I say, man? He looks like a pretty evil dude. See this guy? He looks pretty angry, man. Alright, enough about Deacon Armstrong. Let's go into Seeker. Seeker is going to be our 3rd speed booster. And what a champion. What an epic, if I may say so. Seeker, causing problems in all areas of the game, man. Arena, dungeons, I'm sure. And now in Clan Boss too, so. I got him running at 170 speed, 100 crit rate, 171 crit damage. No accuracy, not needed. Let's check how much energy. I have still 174. If you're wondering what this is, I'm using RSL Helper, so it just basically is an auto clicker. It's really helpful. I know I said I would link it in the last video and I didn't, and I apologize for saying that I would. I will for sure link it in this video. His gear here if you wanted to take a peek at that. And then his skills is Dark Blood passive, not important. His A2, it fills the turn meter of all allies by 30% and places 50% increased attack on all allies and grants an extra turn. So it's really helpful on a 3-turn cooldown. It's going to be getting used a lot. And his A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Fully booked him out. Does he need to be fully booked? No, just the Tailwind definitely needs to be fully booked though. And then these are just the masteries. I got all of his masteries because I was using them in Arena. But now I'm going to be using him in Clan Boss, so. That's Seeker. And then our damage dealers for this one is going to be, in today's video, is going to be using Ultra Nightmare. Clan Boss is going to be 𝓬, and I got her running at, this is all DPS, any DPS that doesn't get a turn meter boost or extra turns, or any sort of turn meter manipulation whatsoever, is going to be 156 speed, 100 crit rate. I got her at 207 crit damage and 4600 attack. This gear's not really that good on her, as you can see, it's just all jumbled up, but it's still decent, and I think 288 accuracy is important on her as well. Get at least 250 accuracy. I haven't been able to book her because I didn't have enough books, but you definitely want to fully book her out. It'll just increase your damage output overall. And no masteries yet because we're still farming. We still have 100 scrolls to go here. So what 𝓑 does is she does 3 attacks. A1 is attacks one enemy 2 times. Her A2 is attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing 5% poison debuffs, and 4.8 attack multiplier, so it's pretty good. And then if it's fully booked, it's on a 3-turn cooldown as well, so it will be used every turn. And then Flowing Style is her A3, so if you fully book that out, it will be on a 4-turn cooldown. Attacks one enemy 3 times. The first hit places decreased defense. The second hit places weaken. The third hit just heals her, but anyways, it's really good. And she's Spirit Affinity too, so she'll work on pretty much any affinity, I would say, except for red affinity, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to be using her though. I'm going to be using Geomancer, so I can't really answer that question, but she'll definitely work against blue and void affinity. She'll work against red affinity. She'll work against green affinity, because we don't have any force champions on our team. Our team's going to be comprised of void affinity, like our core team, blue affinity, and green affinity. So if we throw a Geomancer in there, a red affinity, and the clan boss is green affinity, then we may end up having Geomancer get targeted with the stun. Is that how I'm understanding it? I'm all new to this. This is what I'm trying to say to you guys. I have no idea how this works. So if it will be a goddamn miracle if we can actually go into the clan boss right now and pull this off. I'm hoping to 2-key it today. But this team is capable of a 1-key. I've seen it. Easily. You get the right stats on your gear and a good damage dealer, you can 1-key this clan boss no problem. With this build. With this type of build. So I will be right back, and we'll be going right into the clan boss. Alright, I'm back now. So we'll go right into 𝓑's masteries, and I'll show you now firsthand how I would master a champ. So with 𝓑, I put her to 95 crit rate, so I'll just take 5 crit rate, crit damage, Heart of Glory, and then just come down the left side here all the way down into War Master. Everything else doesn't really matter. I guess other things would matter, like if you're going to be using her in Faction Wars, so we want more accuracy. Charge Focus, Swarm Smiter, Cycle of Magic is good because then she can use her skills more. And then probably over here we would take Whirlwind of Death, probably take Wrath of the Slain, and that's it. That's it. Saves a lot of energy doing it that way. So let's go into the clan boss. See if this works. I'm going to be crushing off the clan boss here, hopefully, if this works. See, everybody in the clan's using this team now, so let's just make a new team setup. And I guess you would put Deacon Armstrong as the leader, because he has the 19% speed aura. And then 𝓑, and then Demytha. Who else is on this team again? Heiress and Seeker. So yeah, it would look a little something like that. So you don't want to start it on auto, just kind of just follow my lead here. It takes 2 turns to set up and then it's full auto. It's pretty decent. So Demytha is going to start off with Unkillable. And then Heiress is going to go into an increased speed. And then Deacon's going to use his A2. Note that we did not use his A3 yet. Seeker will use his A1. Note that we did not use his A2 yet. And then the DPS can just use their regular attacks, whatever does the most damage. Start off with that, I guess. The decreased defense and weaken would be great here. Okie dokie. See, and now we go into the cleanse, heal, and extend buffs. Thank you very much. Let's do the A1 with Heiress. Deacon will also do an A1 here. I will put this in the description. You don't have to worry about it. Now Seeker will do his A2 and then his A1. Demytha will do her A1. Look at the damage we're putting in one turn. And we're just getting started here. We'll use A2 from 𝓑𝓵𝓮 now. So we'll put poisons as well. And Heiress will use her A1. And then Deacon will use his A3. And then just whatever, I guess it says A2 here, but it really is A1. And then Demytha is going to go unkillable. And we are Gucci. Full auto from here. So let's just watch this play out and see how we do. No, something's not working right here. 245. Okay, yeah, that's the problem. She's supposed to be 245. She's only 238, so we need to get her up to 245. That was the issue. So she needs another 7 speed. There's 2. Now 5. See, the old good old Jedi Deadwood always knows his stuff. Now I just need one more. Give me 2. There we go. Boom. Okay, it should work now, folks. I'm very sorry about that. I really do apologize. That was my stupidity. I have no idea how I missed that. No clue. It should work perfectly fine now. So let's go in again. And if you want to even be more specific about it, just prioritize that as his first choice always. First choice. Second choice. First choice always. Second choice always. First choice always. First choice always. There you go. That way when it's on auto, you'll have no issues. You shouldn't have to do what I just did, but just in case you just want to, you're a man like or a woman like me and just want to be sure about it, just go ahead and do what I just did. So yeah, everything's going to stay the same. We're going to go unkillable. I have not used this champion before, so I just got to make sure. Increase speed. Deacon A2. That's A2, not A3. Remember that, folks. And then Seeker is going to do his A1. And then we're going to do our DPS stuff. Ba-dum. Got a couple weak hits there. Vayne almost died on us. She got no defense. We're going to use a Cleanse Extend from Demytha. Heiress is going to use her A1. Deacon is going to use his A1. Seeker is going to use his A2. And then go into another A1 after the extra turn. Turn meter boost, the whole team. Demytha is going to use her A1 because that's all she has available. Our DPS is going to use their other attack. Another weak hit. Heiress is going to use her A1. Deacon's going to use his A3. See, that's where we were missing before. We weren't getting that right there. And now Demytha will be able to get unkillable. And now we are on full auto, and it is not going to fail this time. Pending the person takes the stun. The only one that cannot take the stun is Heiress, because she's going to be the one cleansing the stun. She will go first on every turn. And we're going to be going at a 3-to-1 ratio, so we're going to be getting in a lot of damage here. See, not a problem that Deacon takes the stun, because Heiress just removes it. Not a big deal. Isn't that great? Yeah, Vayne's putting up some big damage there. Oh, Seeker's putting up some damage too. Holy man. That A1's doing 100,000 damage. Deacon's putting up damage too. He just dealt over 100,000 himself. Look at that. Seeker's dealing 100k with his A1. 3 times per turn, man. That's 120k damage plus War Master. Just on a Seeker. Deacon's dealing 100k. Let's see what these other ones are doing. Vayne just dealt 90k. Heiress just dealt 140k. Get out of here, man. This is insane. So they'll just be able to keep up that increased speed and yeah, it's just great. Increased attack as well.
Pretty crazy, right? 1 key damage right there. And obviously Draco's doing most of the heavy lifting, but like I said, I've been able to get numbers similar to this without using any legendaries at all. So it's a pretty attainable result that we got out of this. Demytha doing pretty good work themselves. Demytha can hit hard. She seems to have pretty good multipliers, but she only has 1 attack. So typically I wouldn't build her for damage if I was using her for
Yeah, so this comp will work on Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, and Brutal.
So, very good result. I'm really
I think that's pretty cool.
amazed by how good this was. The fact that you only need one champion
So we'll go in here and maybe we'll do a run of Ultra Nightmare with Geomancer
that's what made the budget unkillable so
right after this one.
obviously Maneater does other things like
Or sorry, Nightmare.
plus, which is great. But I mean Demytha's kind of doing that all on her own. Now, obviously we need all these other champions to get the speeds up, right? We need Deacon, we need Seeker, we need Heiress. Like it's hard, but we do need all four of those champions with Demytha included. But it does give us one free DPS slot. And if you look at a team like Ladder, this is an excellent option. In fact, this one has a rare in it, so the advanced quest is a little bit easier for you. Really cool. One key damage, we don't really have a very chance to beat that. I've done that damage with champion as well, so definitely not necessary. Now, one thing I should know, obviously Heiress can't take the stun. If she does, we can cleanse off this level to so when you face Spirit Infinity, you're going to need a net from your champion in there to make sure that they take the stun instead. Geomancer or something like that. But that's the only caveat on here. But I've done this kind of one key damage with using Drake. I don't know. I didn't quite do it with Geomancer, but we weren't facing Infinity at the time. That does make a difference for you. Definitely, I mean, definitely, this is an incredible build and with a lot of attention to it. And I'm very, very happy with the results. It's a great because you're using Deacon, so you don't even necessarily want to use defense champion in it. We're using Seeker, so we have an ageless attack. So there's a lot to like about this team here. With Heiress, put her in a toxic set. All of a sudden you're getting rid of the. Now you can use somebody like 𝓬𝓻𝓮 instead and probably still get out of it. It's a very flexible team that is affinity friendly. There's nothing more you can ask for. And the great thing is you only need one unkillable champion, much like the budget Maneater. You only need one unkillable champion. That's why that comp is popular, and that's why this one should be too. Obviously, some tie-in speeds are very fast, but not so crazy, especially considering that the DPS is really low. We get a 2-1 ratio, which is just way more damage than the budget unkillable can do. So this is an excellent team. I love it. We got the Myth series, the Demytha series, I guess, of unkillable teams that's going to be coming out here. We got this one with and we're going to have some others coming out. Heiress A2, and ones that are, very small. This one I think is the best though. It's affinity friendly and it works for all builds. Now you've seen some of the builds I have over here on the side. Those are the champions that for the stats that we're using for them. So you can definitely select them to go back and watch that if you want to see the exact numbers that we're using for these champions. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, and I will break this comp down a little bit for you in a video showing some alternate champions that we use in this build as well. Just to understand some of the ways that you go about doing this kind of a team. But major props to Facebook for this. I think this is just an incredible comp. Really smart, especially using Heiress. I really love that. I think that's a really, really smart way to go about using this champion. So a lot to like here in this. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Hopefully you scratched that itch of a new unkillable team. And yeah, I'm going to have to say, I kind of recommend getting Demytha over 𝓬𝓮. 𝓬𝓮's great too. It's not a knock on him. I actually think this fusion has quite a few good champions. But yeah, I mean, unkillable champions, they're pretty rare, pretty hard to find. And especially in a 3-turn build, then I think Demytha's the only one. So definitely recommend getting her. I'm probably just going to use her and not use 𝓬𝓮, which is like the only time I look at the legendary. That's how strongly I feel about this champion. So
Okay, so we know that's gonna work. We're gonna get to turn 50. We're gonna rack up 2 key damage easily on the wrong affinity with the DPS champion on the wrong affinity. Okay, so that's just how good that is. So imagine using her on an actual good affinity. Let's go now and gear Geomancer, and I think we could actually do Geomancer on blue affinity if I'm not mistaken, because what will end up happening, Deacon will take the stun. If Deacon's taking the stun, that's a very good thing. So we'll go here into the 𝓘'𝓮𝓮 Gear Optimizer. We'll re-gear Geo. Do it right on cam. So I want him at 156 speed, crit rate 95, accuracy 250, pretty much the same way we have 𝓑𝓮 built out. And we're getting pretty good crit damage in this build right here. 4k attack, 246k crit damage, 255 accuracy. Let's see who's in this. Oh, we got a lock Deacon scare. Okay, let's re-look. Okay, so we got a build here. 95 crit rate, 263 accuracy, 248 crit damage, 3.8k attack. That's decent. We gotta lock Heiress. Okay. Is there anybody else out there who needs to be locked? Let's look again. We got 235 crit damage, 3.9k attack, 258 accuracy, 156 speed. Let's test this one out. And the gear is all free. Okay, and some of it's not even rolled. Okay, great. So slide that over here, slide this over here, and this is basically how I do it. And you're going to see RSL Helper come into play big time here. So we'll go right to Geomancer. And we're just going to re-gear him straight up because we know the build works. We know we can 2-key it. Now we can start moving around Geomancer's gear, who was on the previous Clan Boss team. We're going to go right into Swift Parry. And there's going to be 5% crit damage, 16 speed. Equip that. We're going to go all the way up here. There's a life helmet. Thought you'd never use that. Think again. Put it on him. Gonna go right down here to filter, equipped. Oh god. I hate it when it does that. Gonna go right down to perception, and we're gonna take this right off Marquess. The shield, right off Marquess. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're gonna go right into Immortal, and we're gonna look at crit damage gloves, which right now are rolled to level 12. Crit damage, accuracy, HP, this is the one. Can't roll speed, that's great, okay. And now we're gonna go into perception chest piece. Attack, HP, crit rate, speed, equip that. We're gonna have to roll that up. And boots, he's already wearing boots, okay. And now we need to go into the jewelry. And what are they telling me to put on him? Attack ring with attack percent. Roll to level 8 right now. Got that. Crit damage amulet. With accuracy, I assume. 29 accuracy. Crit damage amulet. Where are you? There you are with 29 accuracy. And an accuracy banner. Roll to level 12. With 8 speed. Perfect. So that can't roll any more speed. Alright. Well, let's roll that up first since we're on it. RSL Helper not on. Okay. That's a joy and a pleasure to have to redo. Alright, we'll just let this load up. Should be good to go in a couple of seconds here. Here we are. Now let's roll up this gear. I think I have enough silver to roll up all the pieces. 10 million should be more than enough with RSL helpers help. Oh yeah. They're on attack, got a nice 5-piece there. Perfect. Something happened there. Oh, max level. Okay, let's move over here. Man, that is rolling extremely fast. Ooh, we got crit rate. Okay. Didn't need it, but we got it. Now I got 103 crit rate. Crap. Oh well. We might be able to optimize even further here. I'll do that later though. I'm not going to do another... I'll just take attack in the Masters. Hey, we got accuracy. Look at that. That's great. More accuracy is always good on Geomancer. Attack percent. Let's do that. Give me another 5 ball. They gave me 3. Okay, that's good. I'll take that. Give me attack percent on this helm. Or accuracy. We got attack. Should have enough silver here to get it up to 16. Just in case I'm going to do the crit damage, I'm going to do the crit damage amulet first. We're going to redo his masteries as well. Which I think they should be okay. He has clan boss masteries. I just don't think he has the attack with full HP mastery. So we might need to add that, because that's going to give us a lot of damage. And you're going to see a substantial difference in damage from Thane to Geomancer. That I can guarantee you. We might be in 1 key damage range here. I'm not even kidding you, folks. I'm not even kidding you. Alright, we're good. Now let's check his stats. Check Geo's stats real quick. 156 speed, 4200 attack, 97 crit rate. Oopsie, I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. I miscalculated. That cost me a nice little 150 gems there, didn't it? I thought it was 107 crit rate, but anyway. Alright. Let's check now. 102 crit rate, 235 crit damage, 285 accuracy, 156 speed, 4200 attack. We should be good to go. Okay, so I'll put Deacon first, and then we'll put Geo. Geo? Where are you? And then we'll put Seeker, and then we'll put... Who else is on this team? Demytha. And Heiress will be in the 5th slot, so that she does not take any stun against any affinity. I want Geo using the Creep Petrify because he'll remove the increased attack buff from the clan boss. Probably just not use that, honestly. See, with Geomancer, he's going to be reflecting damage, so we want him reflecting as much damage as possible, right? We don't want the clan boss to have a decreased attack on him. At all. If we can help it. I don't know if any of these other champions have decreased attack on them. I think they might. I think they don't. Sorry, I meant to say. And this is Geomancer's favorite affinity. This is Geomancer's worst affinity, never mind. Because the best affinity is green affinity for Geomancer, because that's where he'll reflect the most damage, but it'll still be fine. We should still be fine to do this run here. So we'll just set it up. Looks like Deacon's going to take the stun here again. That's fine. Oops, I screwed that up. Screwed that up royally. As I said before, this is the first time I'm ever doing this, so bear with me, but it will work. Yeah, I was supposed to use a different move with Deacon there. Unkillable. Increase speed. Deacon A2, Seeker A1, Geomancer's A3, boom. Look at all that damage from Geomancer just on that. Heiress A1, Deacon A1, that's where I fucked up the last time. Seeker A2, A1, Demytha A1. Geomancer is not going to use his A2 because we want that to create that increased attack on the clan boss at all times, if we can help it. Heiress A1, Deacon A3, extra turn A1, Demytha Unkillable, and we're Gucci. Let's go. Let's see, I think we're going to do a lot more damage with Geomancer than we would do on this affinity with Thane. As long as Deacon takes the stun, we're all good. We should be good. Or should I say... Is that why I was using... See, how weird is that? Deacon just took the stun. I guess that's because the clan boss's affinity would enable him to do that. Now, what about when the clan boss is red affinity? That's the only concern I have now, because if Seeker takes the stun, I guess the only person that we don't want taking the stun in this comp is Heiress. So if it's a green affinity clan boss, then all we need to do is make sure we have a red affinity DPS champion that goes before her in the turn order. Henceforth, why I put Geomancer right after Deacon Armstrong. We have to put Deacon Armstrong in the lead because of the 19% speed aura, but then we can manipulate it to make sure that Heiress does not take the stun, so that she can cleanse the stun off of anybody. She will always go right after the clan boss. So there you go. It's that simple. Why does the clan boss stun Deacon Armstrong? I don't know. Why would he stun anybody? I don't know. I have no fucking clue. He just picks a target and that's who he goes with. And you just hope to hell that it's not Heiress. That's all I'm trying to say. Make sure that it's not Heiress. I can't stress that enough. How do you make sure that it's not Heiress? The only time she would ever even become a stun target is if the clan boss is Spirit Affinity, Green Affinity, which, like I just said, I'll repeat it again just in case you weren't listening. Geomancer will now take that stun because he's higher in the turn order. That's how basically it works. That's really the only thing that I'm here to tell ya. You just put him right after Deacon Armstrong in the little team setup there, and the clan boss all of a sudden says, "Oh, Geomancer, man, I got something for you, buddy. Have this." And Heiress is just like, You should have stunned me, man. You should have stunned me. How stupid can you be? And he's just like, well, I'm just going to keep stunning Geomancer for the entire match. And I'm not going to realize that you're just cleansing it off of him every single turn. It just doesn't compute with my puny little brain. And look at this, we're already putting up massive numbers, and these Geomancer numbers are going to be ridiculous. He's going to be putting at least 40 million damage on, I guarantee you, in this run. Geomancer is the man. Broken much? They said he got a nerf. I think he got a buff. I personally do. Because he's used an unkillable anyways, where he doesn't need to gain life from the reflect damage, so it doesn't matter. That's the only change they made to Geomancer that really nerfed the people that aren't using unkillable.
They don't even know the outside world exists.
How did he gain life from the reflect damage? You put him in lifesteal gear, but that don't work no more. So Geomancer here is just going to be putting an HP burn on the clan boss. And then whenever the clan boss attacks any of our team, Geomancer will reflect 30% of that damage. And he'll be putting up Giant Slayer and War Master procs. They now have Giant Slayer built into his kit. And you can also have War Master on him as well. So you'll see all those 75,000s. Those are coming from Geomancer's reflect damage masteries and stuff like that, and from the skill. His passive And it looks to me like Heiress is actually counter-attacking and removing a buff at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see here. That's why she can't take the stun, so she can counter-attack and remove the debuff. We'll see coming up right now. See, it takes us a really long time to do our turn because we do 3 turns. There's the counter attack. There's the remove debuff. And she removes a debuff from everybody. 1 debuff. So it's just crazy, man. Absolutely insane. Building for Clan Boss is like tinkering with a car, man. You gotta tune this and tinker with that and change this and change that. It's just... it can get very stressful if you don't know what you're doing. Big shout out to Deadwood Jedi, man, for what he does out there. For what you do out there with your Clan Boss teching and videos and testing and web pages and all the stat sheets and everything like that. Guys like us, we can't figure that stuff out on our own, man. We're just innovators. I'm an innovator. He's an inventor, man. This guy goes out and tests shit, does it on his own. He thinks of it on his own. He has help, but he does a lot of it on his own. Me, I don't do that. I just go on the internet, I steal your idea, and I make it my own. You know, that's what I do. I make it better. Or I make it mine, I guess I should say. But I give credit where credit is due, man. That man deserves a lot of credit for the good work that he's doing in Raid, man. And I don't think too many will disagree with that when I say that. That Deadwood Jedi is the #1 go-to source for Clan Boss teching and testing in Raid right now. Now, for those that don't know, what the Clan Boss will do is he'll start to put up more and more damage as the turns increase, getting closer to level 50. Geomancer will just be reflecting insane amounts of damage. I'm excited to see what this final number. We might be able to get a 1 key here today, ladies and gentlemen. It's looking like we might be at least 60 million right now. At least 60 million. Oh, I figured I'd bust out this build for this Clan v Clan, man. I've been saving up resources. We haven't really played the last 2 clan versus clans. One, we just blew them out of the water before I could even get in. We had already had the other team down by like 1,000,000 points, which is a lot for us. And then the last time we got blown out of the water by the other team, and they said we're just gonna give up. So after like 12 hours, we were already down by like 1,000,000 points, so it was just like, we're not going to come back from this, so we just left it. And then this one here, we were right neck and neck with them. Last time I checked, I'm going to go and check the stats here after this run is done, and we'll see how much clan versus clan points I got. I built this whole team in one day. I had to do all the masteries for every single champion, except for Geomancer. He was the only one that I had fully ready to go. And Seeker as well, I had him pretty much fully ready to go. I just had to re-gear him. But Heiress, Thane, Demytha, and Deacon all had to be done today. Taken right from level 40 all the way to level 60. The magic number is 70 million. Could we hit 70 million, I wonder? I don't think we will, but looking at it right now, I'd say about 60 million. I would love to see that number push up to 70 though, with a little bit better gear and a little bit more crit damage on these champions.
I just dreamed.
Oh, now it looks like, no, never mind. We have a block damage buff up, so Geomancer is actually not reflecting any damage whatsoever. All he's doing is reflecting War Master and Giant Slayer procs, which is actually still doing a fair amount of damage. I can't believe I didn't think of that in the first place, but if you see that there, he's still doing a heck of a lot of damage to the clan boss. I would be happy with 50. I would be happy with 50 as a first run. If he was actually reflecting full damage, it would be over 100 million guaranteed. Maybe not over 100, but it would be closer to 70. For 2 key range, you're looking at 35 million damage. For 1 key, you're obviously looking at 70 million damage. So with that being said, it wouldn't be a bad thing to go ahead and use Geomancer's A2 for this one, because it does do a lot of damage.
I move around a lot. Not because I'm looking for anything really. Because I'm getting away from things that get bad if I stay.
I don't want no sad tomorrow. I don't want no sad tomorrow.
Didn't wanna have to do it.
I might come back next week with an updated build with Ninja. I'll figure out how to throw Ninja in here, because he could put up some big numbers with this type of a comp as the damage dealer.
Didn't wanna have to break your heart. more to have to break your heart. Break your heart.
But yep, there's a lot of fun things you can do with this comp. As long as you got the main 4, you can just choose any damage deal you want and do 50 million damage. Geomancer putting up 21. Not bad. Seeker 11.2 million. That's surprising. Heiress 8.7 million. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Alright guys, well I guess I'll be getting out of here for today. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.
Thank you.